Welcome to Fin360 guys. Today we are back with another video on what is investment banking. This is the most prominent question that everyone is asking today. People and youngsters look up to this profession as their future goal. Alright, so today we are going to discuss in depth what is investment banking, what are the different roles offered in investment banking, what do actually investment bankers do, and what are the typical salaries that are paid to investment bankers, what is the life of an investment banker look like. And now that we are struck with a pandemic, what is the future of investment banking? All right, so let's get started. So, starting with what is investment banking? Investment banking is a specific division of banking related to creation of capital for other companies, governments, and other entities. All right, so this is a very technical definition. Basically, investment banking does banking related stuff for creation of capital. So, suppose you are a company and you need money to drive your projects or operations or anything. All right, so you will approach an investment banker. What he will do is he'll act as a middleman. He'll try to find people or investors who will put that money with you. He will get a commission right from this investor as well and right from you as well. All right, so this is how investment banking works as a middleman for creation of capital. All right, governments also and other entities as well. This same feature that I told you is done for governments as well as other entities. Investment banks underwrite new debt, equity securities for all types of corporations, aid in the sale of securities, and help to facilitate mergers and acquisitions, reorganizations, and broker trades for both institutions and private investors. All right, so basically these are the major roles of investment bankers. Basically, what do? They underwrite new debts and equity securities. Basically, IPO is one thing that you must have heard, initial public offering. So whenever a company wants to go public, they will have to issue stock in the share market, right? There is a specific procedure to do that. Investment bankers are the ones who help the corporation do it. What is the cost of the issuance of the share, all that stuff, analysis, future forecast. So when an IPO is supposed to go in the market, there are various things that need to be taken care of. All right, so there has to be a lot of planning and work. All right, and this investment bank also works in placing these securities. All right, so suppose this company has say 5 crore shares, right? So what this investment bank will do is they'll try to place most of the shares. All right, they'll try to sell most of the shares. Okay, so they want this IPO to be successful. They'll create a research on the forecast of this company's earnings. They will contact some investors. All right, they will pitch them to buy these shares. This is how investment banking works. All right, they will also work on the stability of the share price during the IPO. Alright, these are very heavy terms. We are going to discuss them in depth. For now, just understand the core meaning of what investment banking is. Investment banks also provide guidance to issuers regarding the issue and placement of stock, as I have already explained you. This is the same thing. Mergers and acquisition is something that is very important. Sometimes, suppose there is a company X, alright, and there is a small company X. They will acquire this company with same operation or different operation, alright, for various reasons. Alright, so investment bankers work in tandem with both of these entities so that the merger and acquisition is done smoothly. Let us now have a look at the history of some of the most important investment banks. These are the most major investment banks that are there, very famous. So the first one to be established was Barclays, and this was done in the year 1690. All right, yes, you read it correctly, 1690. All right, afterwards JP Morgan came, 1799. All right, then came Credit Suisse, which was in 1856. City was established in 1812, which was earlier than Credit Suisse. All right. Goldman Sachs, West Goldman Sachs, this was established in 1864. All right. Merrill Lynch was established during the World War I, 1914. And Deutsche Bank, another very important bank, this one. This was established in 1870. All right. And last but not the least, Morgan Stanley, the most oldest, was established in 1935, just during the onset of World War II. All right, 4 years before the onset of World War II. So this is the basic history of all the investment banks when they were established. And the main thing is these are the major investment banks that every investment banker wants to work into these days. They do major deals, major mergers and acquisitions, major IPO placements, and all that stuff. So essentially, what are the primary functions of an iBank? I'm going to call it an iBank for all right. Every time we're not going to call it an investment bank. So for those interested in Wall Street career, there are a number of roles that could be of interest. All right, trader, analyst, and all that stuff. But investment banking is something that is most preferred role that everyone wants to do. All right, many wants to be investment bankers drawn by the high profile and handsome salaries that this jobs offers. Apart from these things, what are the basic roles? So what do actually investment bankers do? So as I've already told you, essentially investment bankers are corporate financial advisors. They help in arranging finances for companies, governments, and other entities. Underwriting deals. Underwriting means creating a stock and selling it for a company, right? That is, in layman's term, that is called underwriting. We'll get into the depth of this term. What is underwriting, right? Private placements, all right? Whenever a company wants to have a private placements of its share, investment bankers will act as a bridge between the investors and the company or entity, right? Mergers and acquisitions, acquirance of some smaller company or some other businesses by bigger businesses and all that stuff. All right, investment bankers will act as deal brokers and facilitators, advisors. They can do trading for companies. They can be personal financial advisors as well as a lot of stuff. All right, they will be business advisors as well. It's not specific to only finances and capital generation. Asset management, all right, this is kind of a part of portfolio management. They will help you in asset management, whatever liquidity needs a capital firm has, all right, or whatever assets are managed, are they sustainable in future and all that stuff. Investment banker will have diverse 360-degree roles. Basically, what are the career roles in IB? All right, so you can start with an analyst, then you'll go on to an associate level, then VP level, director, and managing director. All right, so these are the roles. More conveniently, if I am explaining you, this will be the skeleton structure of hierarchy. But it can be any depending upon the education level and knowledge level that you have. But experience plays a very important role in life of an investment banker. Alright, so we'll not get much into each role because we're going to cover it in future videos. But these are the basic roles, attractive roles that an investment banker looks while getting placed in an investment bank. Alright. So now that we have seen what investment banking is, what investment bankers do, and what are the roles that this profession offers, what is the recipe to become an investment banker? Alright, the first and foremost recipe, get a college degree in economics, business, and accounting, or finance for that matter. Alright, this is the most basic prerequisite. This is not the only prerequisite, all right, and it is not the only prerequisite. Means even if you do not have a degree in economics and you have a degree in, say, engineering, all right, or sciences, it's not going to affect you. You can still become an investment banker in future. Yeah, it's going to be tough and you have to change your streams if you suddenly wake up in the morning and get interested in finances and investment banking, but you can definitely do that. Second, try to get knowledge and degrees from best schools in the world. Historically, it has been seen that investment bankers are hired from top elite tier 1 B schools or basic graduation schools. All right. So you have to get your education. You have to at least try to get your education from the best schools in the world. All right. Very essential because investment banking works on the word called reputation. They really work on reputation. So I'll give you an example. If suppose tomorrow, let's say Facebook wants to have merger and acquisition deal with one of its rival, right? It wants to acquire a company. Where will it go? Will it go to, let's say, JP Morgan Chase, or a new bank XYZ which is come in the existence within the last 2 3 years? Who will they rely on? They'll rely on JP Morgan Chase. Why? Not because it has been in business for like 100 200 years, because it has got that name, that credibility, and that reputation, right, of placing mergers and acquisition deals successfully. All right, so investment banking works a lot on reputation. Third point, MBA in finance or finance certifications like CFA, which is Chartered Financial Analyst, that will tilt your career towards IB. So this is what I'm talking about. Even if you have done your graduation in any field whatsoever, arts, humanities, sciences, engineering, and you suddenly wake up in the morning and you want to do MBA in finance or financial certifications like CFA because you are suddenly interested in investment banking, you can definitely go in this direction. But make no mistake, you should be interested in this, otherwise this will become very hectic for you. This is a very attractive prospect, but if you do not have interest in this or you do not like it later on, trust me, you will not enjoy investment banking at all and it would become very depressing for you, right? But all in all, this is a very, very interesting field. So what does the life of an investment banker look like? All right, so many people are interested in becoming investment bankers. What does the actual life look like? So according to an analyst who had given a survey, an investment banker can be expected to work 90 to 100 hours per week or even more. Trust me, this is a very huge number, hours per week, and this is on the lower side that I'm telling you. All right, or even more. So what he said was a typical work day during the week might be 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. Alright, this might sound very superficial to you, but sometimes yes, it does get that hectic. Suppose a company's IPO has to be prepared, all the basic route to a major work has to be done. So this will be the schedule that an investment banker usually will have. Obviously, the benefits are also that huge, and hence it's a very challenging job as well as a job of responsibility. And trust me, people who are in this profession enjoy this profession because they are doing awesome stuff, they are creating capital, they are changing lives. All right, this is literally the job that only passionate people can do. All right, so the life of an investment banker is hectic, yes, but those who have investment banking as their passion, they are going to enjoy it like anything because they are going to make the most out of it. And I'm not talking in terms of monetary benefits, this is in terms of the knowledge, the kind of satisfaction they get after completing the work that they do. It's enormous. Now, the most important part that most of you would be waiting for, average salary of an investment banker. Most of you will be surprised to know that as a new hire, you can expect to earn over dollar 100,000 per annum or even more. All right, which will probably blow most of your classmates out of water. Basically, according to the research that was done, an analyst, he earns around about say basic salary of 85K to 100K. All right, and an associate can expect to earn around about 100 to 120. Vice president can expect to earn around 120 to 140K, right? And your managing director, MD, he can earn around about 300K to $1 million. All right, plus there is bonus and there can be total remuneration. All right, so basically this is the salary structure, average salary structure of an investment banker, and this goes high and high as you gain experience. So now you know why investment banking. All right, the why is at least being covered now. This is the why. So let us have a look at the future of investment banking. All right. So the most important part is this COVID-19 impacts. So investment banks face significant challenges driven by COVID-19 impacts, evolving financial regulations, market democratization, increased client sophistication, a shift to remote working arrangements, and rapid technology advances. There are opportunities for banks to drive higher levels of return, right, because of this high volatility period. However, to achieve this, they likely will need to retool certain business models and operational platforms. So yes, definitely banks will have to improvise, change their business models, all right, because these are high volatile times. See, right now we are in trial 3 of vaccines, a lot of countries, right? Oxford and all that stuff, Moderna of USA. But the day the vaccine comes out, the market will boom. All right, and at that time investment bankers will play a very important role in bringing back businesses on track. Investment banking industry will undergo a bifurcation of broker archetypes, flow players that focus on middle and back office functions, and client capturers that specialize in front office functions. This bifurcation will result in an interconnected ecosystem of various players. All right, so this is one of the features. Even if you do not understand it, it's fine. All right, banks likely will need to determine which role they want depending on internal and external factors and are able to play within the ecosystem. They will also need to redesign their service delivery around a connected flow model. All right, moving capacity and processes to the ecosystem of market providers and optimize the use of financial technology data analytics to generate differentiated insights and added values. So all in all, investment bankers will have to improvise using various financial tools that they have and business models post this COVID-19 era. So basically, what is the key takeaway? Key takeaway is IB is a very attractive and prospective profession that individuals aim for, right? It is highly paid, highly demanding. All right, your social life is kind of compromised. All right, I do not say it compromised, because if you are passionate about IB, it won't be compromised, you'll be enjoying it anyway. All right, but yeah, you cannot be sitting on Netflix, Instagram and Facebook all day long. You have to do work, right? You have to put in hours. All right, they are paid so much because the banks work on very important transactions that generate big fees. So in exchange for some important work, they need to be smart, hardworking and highly skilled and thus well compensated. All right, so yes, you need to be ready for this mentally and physically. You need to be prepared for this. Post that, you need to dig into the basic requirements that I gave you, the prerequisites, if you want to start with investment banking. All right, first you can explore this CFA. What CFA is? We are going to start a series on how to prepare for CFA, what is CFA exam, what are the basic eligibility criteria to appear for CFA exam, what is the fees, and we are also going to start with free topic wise preparation videos on CFA, completely free. You can do it completely over here. So today, if you do not want to spend money on the certification and want to gauge whether you can do this finance thing or not, just log on to a channel or subscribe to it, watch all the CFA topic wise videos, and you'll understand whether this is your cup of tea or no. All right, so we have made it very easy for you, and we have made it easy for you in a free way. Why? Because we want to promote investment profession. We want people to be aware about what investment profession actually is. Just because someone says I want to do investment banking, people want to do investment banking, that is not correct. You should actually know what is investment banking. So thanks for the video. I hope you liked it. Alright, you enjoyed it. It was pretty much informative for you guys. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel. And why? Because we are going to come with CFA prep videos, as I've told you, quality CFA prep videos. Excel for finance free course on our YouTube. Finance for beginners. Alright, PPT for corporate finance. This is going to help you leaps and bounds in taking your first step in finance. And I'm also going to bring this special series, that is current business analysis videos prepared by expert business professionals, all right, analysts. So what I'm going to do is, if today suppose say so basically all the major business happenings around the world we are going to cover in this video. Why, how, and what are the effects of this thing. All right, so suppose a news comes out, we are going to make a very descriptive and informative video on that. All right, so stay tuned to the channel, subscribe to it, because you do not want to miss any update. Thank you.